Hello, hello, hello. Grandma Prepper here. Getting some tasks done that have been long in the wait. I am kind of sort of getting my pantry reorganized again. Okay, it is a never-ending thing. And getting some of my long-term food storage actually into long-term food storage. I don't know, is that gonna work? Oh, yes, that will work. Nice. A whole bag will fit in there. Okay, so I just put medium green white rice into a container that is going to go into my pantry. And I've got more that actually needs to go into long-term storage. So, you know, this doesn't take very long, but it is kind of a pill and a half, I guess you could say, because it's time consuming. Like, not really, you know, that much time, but anything that takes time, well, that's minutes of our day that we could be doing a million things. So we got to prioritize. And for me right now, prioritizing means that I need to get my food stores into their proper places and stored in the proper way. Now, clearly, these scissors are not working very well. Oh, I just noticed that you can't see what I'm doing on the counter. I'm brilliant. Okay, not really, but we'll pretend, okay? So you know, it not only is this my prepping journey that I'm sharing, but also my, you know, journey on YouTube, learning what to do and what not to do. So right now, I am removing the cooking instructions from the bag and putting them in the canister. And these canisters go on my shelves in my pantry for easy access. My Mylar bags, as I need to refill, you know, later on down the road when I start using them, I will open them up and put them in canisters similar to this. I am assuming that these canisters do not have that long of a shelf life. All right. So, what I did, if I could do this properly, which clearly I cannot. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. There we go. Okay. So see, I put the label inside there. And I need to do the same thing with the white rice. I did not do that before. Wasn't 100% sure it was going to fit, in all honesty. So I'm cutting out the package label. Now, mind you, before I got started, I wiped down like all of the packaging, all of my canisters, and washed my hands really, really, really good. Because when I'm putting stuff in storage, I certainly do not want anything that might be on the packages or my hands in the food, whether it's going on my cabinet shelf, in the cabinet, or it's going into permanent storage. Either way, I want it to be clean. So especially right now with everything going on and everything, you know, I mean, yeah, a lot of the typical illnesses are not being spread because everybody's wearing masks. But, you know, germs and microbes and all that do still exist. And I gotta be honest, I'm a germaphobe. So no matter what, I'm just overprotective. Whether it be my skin, my food, or what goes inside of me. All right, those are done. And these can now go in my pantry. I'll be right back. So, I don't know about you guys, but personally, I do not like using these containers to get a teaspoon of salt. So, my salt that I use for cooking and baking go in one of these. And it's so simple to get it back out when you need a tablespoon, a teaspoon, what have you. It is so very helpful. Now, I just take this completely off. Oops. I just took off the thing, you know, the spout completely. And because I'm emptying the whole container, I want to make sure that that has a flat edge so that it doesn't trap the salt. And I can just pour the entire contents into the container. Kind of cool. Makes this so much easier. Now, I do have more of these up in my cupboard that are actually, one is actually open. And that one is going to stay open. Now see, it doesn't trap the salt as much when you take that off. It doesn't take as long to empty it. And yes, I am putting both of these, if I can get this open. The struggle is real here. All right, so again, I'm going to take it completely off. And I'm going to open that wide. You know, I want to open it wider. I don't want opening it to take more time than it would take to just pour it in there. All right, so here's my salt probably for the whole year baking. Although the nice thing about these canisters is that they're airtight for the most part, and they are more airtight than this paper container. All right, now I do not have the ability to take that label off because it's stuck to the cardboard. And I don't want to put it on the inside anyway. So, what I will do is I will write on this sticker and put the sticker on there. Sorry, I didn't grab a pen to write on the sticker itself. Iodized There we go. And now it's labeled, and I'm not going to wonder what in the world is in there. Oh, excuse me. All right, there we go. What am I stepping on down there? All right, I'm going to put this away now. All right, now we get to the fun part. Oh, I am losing my mind here. All right, light brown sugar. Sorry, I know that's kind of loud. I know that this package is not going to fill this container, but I want room for my measuring cups. So I'm just going to pop that off. Dump that in there. There we go. Again, I'm going to take the package label off. And I'm going to stick this in the container. If I can get my scissors to cut it. I really should be using my Cutco scissors. All right, there we go. So light brown sugar in a canister and ready to go in the pantry. Now the wonderful thing about these canisters is that they're mostly airtight. Once you open those plastic bags, you open them for all kinds of different critters to get into them. Because the plastic bags, no matter how many times that you roll the corner, once they're open, critters will find a way in. So here we have pure cane sugar. It's the powdered sugar. I have several different brands. This one just happens to be the first one on the stack. Oh boy, this is going to be a little interesting. I need a corner. There we go. I need a corner empty. And yes, y'all know this is really, really, really messy. So here we go. Now, the reason I make sure that the powdered sugar definitively has a label in it is because I can't tell the difference between flour and powdered sugar. They roughly have the same consistency, and my brain does not process the difference. I know that there's a texture difference, but I don't want to stick my hands in there if I don't have to. Alrighty, so I thought that would go a lot faster than it did. Again, live and learn, right? Don't pay attention to how much time it takes to do a task until you're doing it in front of a camera and you're trying to hurry so people don't get bored. You know, I started recording my prepper journey for myself, and putting it on YouTube was a great place for me to store the videos and be able to go back to and watch. And also, you know, build my confidence a little bit. I never, you know, like you've heard me say over and over and over again, I never expected anyone to actually watch the videos. And when I first started doing these videos, I was just terrified. And to be honest, now I really hardly ever notice the camera being on as far as, you know, affecting my being camera shy. So these videos have really helped me overcome that shyness. And I think it would be a lot different maybe if my friends or family were watching the videos, but they're not, so I feel pretty safe. And there's no room in there. I'm not gonna get that label in there without making a huge mess. So I have decided to go ahead and just put a label on it. And again, this is gonna last me all year, no problem. And I just realized that when I write on these, my face is in the camera view. And I didn't panic, I didn't freak out. I mean, I did a little bit inside, but I didn't freak out on the outside. So that was really awesome. So thank you guys for helping me with my stage fright and my camera shyness. I really appreciate it. All right, so on to the next task. I don't know if you can see that I have my oxygen absorbers here, and I have some of my Mylar bags here. I have a whole stack of them on the dining room table as well, and a whole stack of oxygen absorbers here. My plan is to put some of this food into Mylar bags with the oxygen absorbers. Now, I've been putting out a lot of videos lately, and I'm sure you guys are all sick of hearing me. So I'm going to get busy and get this done, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Have a wonderful night, and thank you for joining me.